Well, Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
50. And QB's tracks. Let's go. Check.
Keep them.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Matchbox lights. Hey, wahoo! 5.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Come to my world. 56. 12. Hey, we heavy on the edge.
From the gun, here's Love. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you. 12. 11.
A shotgun snap for Love. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
57. Mike, 57.
Here's Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Come on, D.
Again, Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Move. 4 down. Alert. Kill.
You draw Porker.
Check the backer.
Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain there of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Balaj. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
218, chop. Smooth.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Go. Hey, lock it.
Check 9. Sponge. No. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They come out here in the I.
Pilot, 64, reach.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go team, spill. 12.
He's coming.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnston. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
Rush in.
12. Hey, Haywood.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, check.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Defense wins championships, baby. 57's the Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Baby, that's a baby shot.
Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. There he goes, left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now Luck. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
11. Hey, exit. 52.
Throwing on third down. Love. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
11B.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. I'm here all day.
12.
All day.
From the red zone now. Love. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They got his man complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready. 15 line. Christian, battle. Hey, Delta.
He's checking crack. 52.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
Check. Lucky. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Ready.
And now he'll tuck it and run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ready.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards and a giant first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Block on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Giants. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52. Right here. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
On first down, Locke. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Luck now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And caught by Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
12. Check 52's the mic. Middle.
Now Love. And this one complete to Burnett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Balaj. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Switch gears. Showing it. Chance.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
218, chop. Roll out.
At the 16-yard line.
Undercrunch.
They run it with Balaj. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 9th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on 1st down. Pearson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Flushed out right. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, echo. Hey.
Banjo. 52's the mic.
Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Here we go. 30 base. Protein spill.
Pull it together.
Go.
They'll set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Back to throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Pearson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
They'll try the air now with Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold, because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll run here with Balaj. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Eagles on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Blah. On the crossing route, complete. That's Johnston. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, wahoo!
Luck now to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And that's caught by Smith. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
52's with Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. All right, D. Let's turn. All right, D. Hey, Mike 52.
Out of the gun. Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the gun, here's Luck. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Luck. He completes it to Boyd. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Switch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. On first down, it's Locke. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Locke on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Check out. 622.
Switch up, switch up.
Luck on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
2nd and 10, Luck again. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Mike 35, 11Z. You run.
Throwing on third down, Locke. And an alley to run. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Locke. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
General West. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, C6, C6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 50. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Giants, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles...